Let me put this one in there. That right there, more than likely, that stick was inside that barrel. And these bears get so mad they, I don't know, did you see that video of that one that chewed that son? Yeah, yeah. I've seen one or two times where one got, ooh, they get that. They get plumb mad.
Claw marks in the tree. And I mean some big old claws too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's not a baby. That is not a baby bear there.
Goodness gracious.
Ooh, I'm glad I wasn't sitting in there.
You ain't lying. I mean, he went all the way up.
Yeah, he
Look at
did.
that.
All the way up.
Goodness gracious.
So y'all remember about the bear mace, okay? I'm leaving it up to y'all not to forget. That's a nice bear there. Man. He might have been looking, maybe it's that big blonde. He's looking for that guy that shot him last year. Gonna eat his ass.
That ain't a killing size bear there, Andy?
This is a block right here. See?
Andy, is that not a killing size bear, that mama?
Well, not really.
Not really.
Damn big to me. Did you get it working, Dave?
Yeah.
Bear in the front yard.
Yeah. That's why I like my place in the bush.
It's May 26, about 7:10 p.m. I hunted a spot midday today. Didn't see anything. Didn't have any action at all. It started drizzling rain on me. Little snow flurries. The temperature today has been probably about, I don't know, mid-30s, wind chill, low 30s, high 20s. It's real cold. It's real crazy weather for this time of year. It should already be somewhat warming up. So it's a bad week for bear hunting, but we are seeing a few bears here and there. Just on a guy that came out with me, he's seen a few bears on previous hunts, but I've moved spots from this afternoon at midday today, and anyway, we're gonna sit here and see what happens. Hopefully this might be my lucky day. So, but it's still pretty cool, overcast and breezy. So I'm gonna sit here and see what I can do, and we'll be back to you later. Hopefully, might be taking my first shot with a head of bear. I've got one bear in here now on the bait. It's probably just a 2-year-old, maybe 3-year-old bear. Not really big enough. I didn't even really have time to get set up good when he came in. I don't believe I'm going to take a shot on this one. Still got 2 more days left in my hunt. Load on him. He just ain't quite big enough for me, so I'm gonna hold out and see what else might come in. But at least I got a little action. It's fun to watch him. The sun's starting to set, so I'm gonna give them about another 10 minutes and probably go ahead and break it down. And hopefully tomorrow's a better day. Give them one more try tomorrow. And, that one small bear came back in again, left out, and came back in again about an hour later. I didn't even video it. He messed around a little bit and left back out. So, but I hadn't had any other action than that. So I'm gonna give him a few more minutes and break it down and try them again tomorrow.
Up here in Saskatchewan, Canada, second day of the hunt. Yesterday I saw 6 bear. None of them really what I wanted. And this was the first one we saw today. And I'm just real tickled over him. Great place to come bear hunt. If you want to bear hunt, get a hold of Andy Milam, man. He has really gone out of his way to make me comfortable, and I couldn't enjoy the hunt anymore. About 50 yards. With my old 30-30, I brought it out of retirement. I've had it 40 years, and it took him out with one shot. Just fantastic hunt. Came up with Talion Woodward, outfitter friend of mine from Louisiana, who talked me into coming up here and hunting with Mr. Milam, and just a great hunt. And I've had a fantastic time, and like I say, it's only the second day of the hunt. One thing, my wife always said I was meaner than an old bear, and this proves it.
I'm on my 3rd day here in Saskatchewan on my bear hunt. I've seen bears pretty much every time I've set a stand except for the first evening. And I've moved here in a new location today. I've changed spots every day, but the weather's been just terrible. It's really been cold. We've had snow flurries, high winds, high 20, low 30 degree weather. One day it's warmed up and gotten really pretty, but it's just not the greatest spring bear hunting weather that there ever's been. So I've moved locations today. I've got a fresh spot. Hadn't been hunted yet all year, and there's a lot of sign around. So I'm gonna sit here and I've got today and tomorrow really left to do this hunt in. Jimmy Gildon fella came with me from Louisiana. He's already taken his bear, so it's just up to me to get mine. Up to me to get mine now. But I'm feeling pretty good about this spot, so I'm just gonna sit here and see what happens. Hopefully it's my lucky day. I just had two small bears come in on me. Probably 2-year-old cubs. Look like twins. They fed around for a while, and neither one of them was big enough to take, but they stayed here for about an hour, and I heard some limbs popping down here to the right of me, and they heard it too. They kind of broke up and went back uphill to my left here, and it spooked them pretty bad. They broke and run out of here, and I heard them run in there about 75 or so yards and climb a tree. And then it sounded like maybe they climbed back down and broke and run again. So I don't know if it was a bigger bear and they either got wind of it or seen it or what. But anyway, I got my fingers crossed that it spooked out of here from a bigger bear. But I'm going to sit here quiet and hopefully it'll come on in. Well, this hunt's just about over. I seen them two young cubs, and I just now seen the first timber wolf I've ever seen in my life. Beautiful, beautiful animal. But I didn't see any more bears, so I'm fixing to wrap it up and call it a day. But shoot, that timber wolf really made this whole afternoon worth sitting here for. So, but that's about it for today. See what happens tomorrow. Well, this is my last day. A chance to take a bear. I'm in a real good spot. In fact, the biggest bear that he's ever known to be on his land. They've got pictures, cam tracker pictures of him right here on this spot. So all I can do is cross my fingers and hope he comes in, and all my time's been well worth it. But it's real early. It's only about 11:25, and I'm gonna try to make the whole day here. If I don't kill, before it gets too late, I'm gonna try to sit till dark. But it's a lot of good sign. They've got this whole hilltop here torn up, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm hearing something back over here. He was baiting a sight, walking around, so hopefully once he gets gone out of here good, it may not take no time at all. But I got my fingers crossed. It's really my last day to do it. But here we go. went to draw, and the bear kind of pegged me, got up and acted like maybe he was going to ease on out of here. Had one shot at him before he got into the brush, and I've got a long piece of all thread sticking out down here. I want to come around and slap this piece of all thread. It damaged my bow pretty bad. I don't know if you can see that shininess on my cam right there or not, but it in fact, it almost cut my cable in two. It's cable's real thin now, but I don't believe I'd have missed that shot. It's only about 15 yards, but if you can see that on the end of my bow, it boogered it up pretty good. Several different little spots there. So, oh well, that might have been my only chance on this hunt. Screwed up from a piece of all thread sticking out from a stand. And now my bow's got serious damage. So, anyway, all I can do is sit here and keep trying. Hopefully, nothing will come through before it's too late. Boy, I tell you what, I've hunted all week here in Saskatchewan. It all changed for me this afternoon. I've probably seen one of the biggest one in the woods, but I couldn't get a shot at him. I had the smaller one come in earlier, took a shot, and my bow hit this piece of all thread and threw my shot off. About 2 hours later, the small one came back in. Every time I'd try to draw on it, it would spook, and it came back in 2 or 3 different times. Finally, here come a big one. And boy, you could hear him walking, and he came in here and looked dead at me, and boy, he didn't like what I looked like. He turned and went on out of here. I drew, gonna try to take a quick shot, and I didn't. So anyway, he went on out of here, and being I'm running out of time, I'd love to waited on him, but it wasn't no time. That smaller one that he run out, I'd already shot at, came back in here again. I tried to draw on it, it broke and run out of here. 15, 20 minutes later, it came back in again, and I got up in here and started feeding around. I tried to draw, and it went to spook, and I went ahead and come to full draw and took a shot on it, and arrow's covered in blood. I seen him limping down through there about 80 yards, pretty good, but I don't know, if I got him or not, so I'm gonna sit here and give him a while, wait for Annie and them to get here, and we'll go see what happens. But it's been exciting. Real exciting. But that big bear was awesome, huge bear. But just cross my fingers that I at least got that smaller one so I don't go home empty-handed. We'll see.
But Saskatchewan, Canada, hunting with Andy Milam, South Bay Outfitters. It's my first bear hunt. First bear to ever take, got it with a bow. Can't be happier about that. But this is far from the biggest on the place. In fact, we got video to prove it. I seen a granddaddy of them all. He had to be 400-pound bear. Came in on me. He came in and just spooked so fast you could tell he was an intelligent bear. He spooked out of there on me, and I never got a shot at him or anything. But this is a great hunt, and he's got some awesome land here, 500-something square miles of hunting land. We've seen bears all week. The weather conditions have been terrible. We've had snow flurries and rain and low 30-degree weather, but we still, me and a fella that came up from Louisiana with me, Jimmy Gildon, we both came out successful. We both carrying bears home, so we can't complain there. But as far as big bears, he's got some monsters. This is a respectable bear, but there are some monsters on this place. We've seen sign of them, and just like the one that I did see. So, but it's a great place, Andy. Shoot, I appreciate you having me up, man. I plan on coming back with more.